everyone. Good morning to you all. It's a bright morning. I hope you guys are doing great. Anyway, quick one. You can see this caption above that says, "We will not stop killing Christians in Nigeria." ISIS boast dares Trump to send in their US troops. They accept that indeed they are killing Christians in the country, while people like Asiri Dokubo, Shekau Gumi, and others are busy telling all there is nothing like Christian genocide going on in the country. Whereas the people that are committing these crimes have accepted their crime. So wetin I got to talk again now? Wetin I want to talk again? When I want to us say Christian genocide is not real, or is it real? When Boko Haram, this Islamic terrorist group, they are already out telling Trump that yes, we are killing Christians, and so what? Do your worst. We will not stop killing. We will keep killing. So here is the full details of the news as it is hot, my people. I'm giving you guys, it's all over the social media. You can go to your Chrome, you can browse about it, you can go to your Opera Mini, you can go to your web browser, browse about this particular news that says we will not stop killing Christians in Nigeria. ISIS boasts dares Trump to send in his US troops. So the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria has openly admitted to killing Christians in Nigeria and Africa and has vowed to continue with the killings spread without respite. Ichoko, in a post on X on Sunday by Mario Nafwa, a Lebanese Australian journalist, the Islamic extremist group dared US President Donald Trump to go ahead with his threat of a military intervention in Nigeria due to the ongoing killings, saying the group would match the American soldiers' bullet for bullets. In the post, Nafa, who is also an influencer and podcast host, said the terror group described any U.S. attempt to defend Christians as an act of hatred against Islam and cautioned its fighters not to underestimate American military forces. He equally added that the group claims that U.S. involvement would drag America into endless wars from Damascus to Africa, signaling its intent to provoke prolonged conflict. In the post titled "Isi Admits Genocide of Christians, Dares Trump to Intervene," Nafua said the open confession by the terror group signals the continued challenges the international community faces in addressing extremist threats on the continent. And it is true. The so-called Nigeria, they are not doing anything. Nigerian president is not doing anything. So this is not an intelligence leak, but an official confession published directly by ISIS, highlighting the group's boldness in public acknowledging its action. Nafa wrote, ISIS has openly admitted to carrying out a genocide against Christians in Africa and mocked Trump's threat to intervene. The terror group calls defending Christians an act of hatred against Islam and warns its fighters not to underestimate U.S. forces. They boast that U.S. involvement will drag America into endless wars from Damascus to Africa. This is no leak. It is an official confession published in ICE's own weekly. He added, this is really shocking, my people. It's really sad. So looking at all this will now take you to what Ted Cruz, the US Senator, said, that Nigerian Sharia law, other policies create room for Christian persecution and slaughter. You see people like Reno Mokri coming out online to debunk the news, telling all that Nigeria is a secular country, constitution, according to our constitution, everybody has freedom of worship. Now we are claiming we have freedom of worship. What of Christians residing in the northern part of the country? We still have Christians in northern Nigeria, and we have Muslims in northern Nigeria. People that are not even from the southeast, people that are indigenous of the north, indigenous, Hausas, we have Hausa Christians. Why are they buying them? Why are they killing them? If you claim there's nothing like Christian persecution and genocide going on in the northern part of the country. You see the thing? And you guys are imposing Sharia law in a secular state, a state where they have both Christians and Muslims indigenous. You want to impose Sharia law? Isn't it persecution? Isn't it genocide? For crying out loud, you want to force people to believe in your ideology. You want to force people to believe in your own religion, but you don't want them to have freedom of worship. And at the end of the day, you want to use your religion, you want to use your constitution to confuse the Westerners, thinking that they don't investigate before they talk. Before you see Trump coming out to, redesignate Nigeria as a country of particular concern, he has already done his thorough research. He has seen both media, he has seen both, inquire. He have sent his missionaries to come and inquire. They have seen and they have given him details of what is going on in the country. And he has come to believe that indeed there is Christian genocide going on in Nigeria, that Nigerians indeed need help. They deserve the best. So here is the full details of this particular news. The Cruz was writing to the African Union Commission chairman known as Mahmoud Ali Yusuf's dismissal of the Christian allegations while speaking with reporters at the United Nations headquarters. So the United States lawmaker, Senator Ted Cruz, reacted and he said that Nigerian government policies are creating an enabling environment that allow the persecution and alleged killing of Christians in the country. In a post on X, formerly Twitter account of Friday, the Texas senator criticized Nigerian authorities, accusing them of fostering an unsafe environment for religious minorities. Cruz said Nigerian officials know their policies have created an environment in which Christians are being persecuted and slaughtered, including the enforcement of Sharia law and their tolerance of Islamist violence. The Senator's comments come amid continued concern by the international human rights groups over attacks on Christian communities, specifically especially in parts of northern Nigeria and the Middle Belt. Organizations such as Open Doors, Amnesty International, and the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom have reportedly, have repeatedly raised alarms over rising insecurity and sectarian violence. Cruz was writing to the African Union Commission chairman Mahmoud Ali Yusuf dismissal on the genocide allegations while speaking with reporters at the United Nations headquarters. Let me say this first. There is no genocide in northern Nigeria, Yusuf had said, adding, we have issued a communication making clear that what is going on in the northern part of Nigeria has nothing to do with the kind of atrocities we see in Sudan or in some parts of eastern DRC. He continued, the first victims of Boko Haram are Muslims, not Christians, and I am saying this with documented references. Yusuf said the situation is extremely complex, warning international actors not to reduce it to a single narrative. The complexity of the situation in northern Nigeria should not be taken lightly nor described with overly simple language, he said, stressing again there is no genocide in northern Nigeria. Cruz has been an outspoken critic of the Nigerian government's handling of religious freedom issues. He has previously advocated for stronger U.S. pressure on Nigeria, including consideration of sanctions or the reinstatement of the country on the U.S. list of countries of particular concern, from which it was removed in 2021. The Nigerian government has often rejected such accusations, insisting that violence in the country is driven by criminality, banditry, and farmer herder conflict rather than religious persecution. Officials have also argued that the government is investing heavily in security and working to address extremism. Guys, what is your opinion regarding this? Do you believe in this? The Nigerian government are doing everything to ensure that we are being protected or fighting against terrorism, farmer header clashes, this and that? I don't think so. Nigerian government, as a matter of fact, they are not doing anything to ensure they are combating this insecurity in the country. They are not. Why is it that it only takes Trump for Nigerian government to do the needful? Trump threats for you guys to do the needful. Whereas, protest has been going on, people are crying, calling on the government for help, and they are not doing the necessary. It choked my people. I don't know how you guys might see this, but I want you guys to know that there is no smoke without a fire. Nigerian government stop denying the fact that is Christian genocide going on. Few days ago, in Sharia law, the people in the northern part of the country, the Sharia security personnel in the north, destroyed Igbo men business, Christian business, people that are selling alcohol. They destroyed their beers. These are businesses that are worth millions that got destroyed within a twinkle of an eye in the name of Sharia law while we are in a secular country. Does it mean there is a two law guiding the country? I don't understand anymore. It shows that Igbo men are not meant to live in every part of the country. Since we cannot live in any state in the country, automatically let's call it a quits. It better we divide than trying to, force ourselves to coexist when others' laws prohibit others from living in their land. But you got to talk because at this point in time, it choke. We got to tell ourselves the truth and nothing but the truth. I remember myself, Chidema Clement. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned for more updates. You can follow us on our Facebook page at Christy TV. Thanks for watching and drop a pin in the comment section.